ULM librarians are here to help. Today we will go over the ULM library website where you can find sources for your research papers and projects. Many students feel overwhelmed when starting a research assignment. It is hard to know where to begin. The ULM Library website is a great place to start for your research. This site allows you to search for resources and use our databases and research guides. Also, you can take advantage of our interlibrary loan service to borrow materials we do not own from other libraries. We're going to start with our EBSCO Discovery box. This is kind of like the library's version of Google, and you can search for articles, books, journals, and more. First, I'm going to start with just a general search. If I wanted to look for articles or materials on green marketing, I could type in my search phrase and click Go. So here, full text just means that everything in this article list we'll have access to. If you wanted to take off full text, this would include things we have access to and things that you would have to order through interlibrary loan. But I'm going to click this back and select this back to full text. Also, everything in this list is already peer-reviewed, so you can be sure that your professor will accept these articles. Here you have options for producing articles. These articles will have been written in the last 12 months, 5 years, or 10 years. So I'm going to limit my search results to 12 years. Now we can do source types, and I can do academic journals, ebooks, or books. I'm going to click academic journals and click apply. Now I'm going to click on one of these titles. So this title is Green Marketing Practices and Sustainability, Performance of Manufacturing Firms. If I want to access the article, I can click on PDF, and it will show me my document. From within the document, if I want to get a citation, I can click on these quotation marks and choose my preferred citation style. And I can copy paste this into my Word document. Also, if I wanted to put items in folders, I can add articles to a project, but you would just have to sign into your EBSCO account to create a project. And if you don't have an account, you would just click Create an Account. I'm going to go back to my list and go back on the browser one more time and go back to my search results. So if you want even more filters, you can click on All Filters. And you can have the subject filter can be powerful. You can scroll through here, and maybe you're looking for green marketing and customer attitudes. You can check that box and click Update Selections, and it will add the subject customer attitudes to your search. You would click Apply, and it will reduce your search results. So that's just a brief tutorial on using our EDS search box on the library webpage. Another thing you can do is search our library catalog. So if I were to search the words Abraham Lincoln, I would click search, and I would get 906 results. If I want to reduce my results, I can click the box to exclude ebooks or electronic resources. And I can scroll down and only include items that are physical stacks that are on the 3rd and 4th floors. So I'm going to include those. And now we have 156. The next thing we can do to reduce our search results is we can go to subject. So let's see. If I'm looking for Lincoln Abraham Friends and Associates or Lincoln Abraham assassination. This one about assassination seems interesting, so I'm going to click on it. And that way, we have some books that have to do with the subject of his assassination. So this book, John Wilkes Booth, Fact and Fiction of Lincoln's Assassination, would be a good resource to go to. I can click on it. So the ebooks are on the third floor of ULM Library. You would go to the E section. Then you would look for E457.5. And within that section, you would look for the section that says point W75. And that's how you would physically find that book on the shelf. If it says status stacks main collection, it does mean that the book is available to check out from our stacks. Now I'm going to go back to the library website. And another thing we have here is under See All Resources, we have databases by name. So you can either use the A to Z list to navigate to a certain resource, or you can go to a certain subject. And for biology, you will see that we have best bets for biology in terms of databases that you can use to find resources. And these would be some other databases that you can use to find content. Or you can navigate to the database of your choice using the A to Z list. Next, we have research guides by subject, which there's another tutorial that goes over our LibGuides. I won't cover that here, but we do have research guides or LibGuides for all the subjects that we teach at ULM. And we have a tutorial guide for that, so feel free to check that out. Another thing and another service we have is our interlibrary loan service. I'll click on that link here. If you're a first-time user, you can click here to register. But what our interlibrary loan is, it's a free service that lets ULM library borrowers borrow materials from other libraries. They can be electronic articles, physical books, or even book chapters that can be emailed. If you want to enter ILLiad to access interlibrary loan, you would click this link. But I have that page open here. So from this page, you can click on photocopy if you want to get a copy of the article and log in. All right, now that we've gotten in here, for an electronic copy of the article, you would fill in the title of the academic journal, the year it was published, and the page range. You would also put in the article title, and if there was a date that you didn't want it after, you could put in that date, but you could click Submit Request. For a book chapter or for an online journal article, those things will be emailed to your email that you put in when you register for the account. So you have an option for book chapter. You also have an option here for book. If you fill out the form for a book, the book will be sent to our circulation counter where you'll be notified that it is available for checkout. I'm going to go back to our ULM library webpage. Another department we have is the Special Collections and Archives, and we have our hours here and some links to some of the exhibits. Additionally, we have our ULM Institutional Digital Repository. If you wanted to look for different pictures, like if I was interested in pictures for the sorority Alpha Omicron Pi, I can click search, and it would pull some pictures from ULM's past where you could look at those pictures. So that might be worth a look. This is the end of our tutorial for the ULM library webpage. And at the end of this presentation, you will see an email for our reference@ulm.edu where you can email for questions. Don't hesitate to reach out and email a librarian. We're happy to walk you through using a LibGuide or finding sources. Please email us at reference@ulm.edu.